Hello everyone, I'm coming at you today with a new video on my new channel called Anything with Ash. So, if you want to see more of this type of stuff and other fun videos, please sure to subscribe, share, and like this video. Oh, you guys didn't notice I did my nails, so these are press-on nails, so if you guys want me to do a tutorial of that in the future, just let me know. And if the comments are working on my channels, just leave me a comment on my Instagram. I'll have it in the details on my channel somewhere. So, with all that said, let's get into it, shall we? First thing I do when I'm doing a new eye look is I prime my eyes. Now, you're like, what's that? You can either take like concealer or powder or whatever you want to do. I do powder, and you just put it on your eyes like eyeshadow. What this is going to do is make sure the oils from your eyelids don't like make the eyeshadow like fade and run together. So you don't have to do this step. I just do it to make the eyeshadow last a little bit longer. Okay, they're primed. I'm going to be doing two looks today. On one eye, I'm going to be doing like a silvery blue eyeshadow look, and the other one, I'm going to be doing like a more bronzy golden look. So, I think for the right eye, we're going to do the blue-silver look. Seriously, I'm on camera. Anywho, first, as a transition shade, I'm going to go in with a little bit of Bermuda from the Spectrum palette, Profusion Spectrum palette. I don't own this, but I highly recommend you get this palette. There's these all sorts of colors, so you can do multiple looks with these. Sorry. And I also got this, I think, for $5. So, very affordable brand, so I highly recommend that you check them out. Not sponsored. I wish it was, but alright, anyways. Enough with the boring you of that talk. Okay, put the light blue shade right all on your eyelid. Okay, next. Sorry, allergies. I know I say that a lot, but they really bother me. Okay, next shade we're gonna go in with is Nautical. It's almost like I want to say it's like almost like a slight purpley blue, at least to me. Okay. Believe it or not, this may not show up on camera very well, but this shade is very pigmented. Okay, next thing I do, go in your crease, like it meets right where your, I don't know what you call that, the bone right here. So what I do, I hold my brush kind of far away and not too heavy-handed. I go in like this, and I just kind of do like a light swirling motion, and I kind of just like fan it out to my left when I'm doing on my eyelid. I can't really tell on camera because I can't see it. Depending on the pressure and stuff that you apply it on, that's how much the shade will show up. If you don't do it very heavy-handed, that's not going to show up very much. So, probably going to go in like this with slightly more pressure. And just do it that way. And you can do like a couple layers if you want to, depending on how intense you want the look. So, I'm just trying to get the blue to show up a little bit so the silver won't completely overtake the blue look. Okay. Okay, I think that's good enough for right now. Okay, okay, next, I'm gonna go in with silver. Now be careful with these types of shades because they'll go everywhere, so I usually, like I said, hold my brush at the end so it's not very heavy-handed. So I'll just go in with the silver on the very outer portion of my lid. That way, since it's a lot more noticeable with the silver, and like I said, depending on how much pressure you apply, that's how much the shade will show up. Okay. Not sure if you guys can see it on camera. You probably can't. But in the mirror, it just gives you a nice shimmer effect. Now again, it depends on how intense you want the look to be. So if you feel the blue is not showing up enough for you, you can just take another little dip into the whatever shade you're using. I tap off like 2 times, make sure it's not too intense. So there, okay, and I get try to get every portion of your lid that you can. So I know I don't wear it this intense, but I'm just doing it for the sake of the video. My actual looks are usually not that intense, or try not to be. Sorry. Okay, I'm cleaning off my brush so I can show you the other look. Sorry, I know I'm boring you guys, so just bear with me here. Okay, I'm not going to be using my Spectrum palette anymore, so I'm going to put that away. Next, we're going to be using the e.l.f. Rose Gold Sunset palette. Again, not sponsored, but I wish. So, for the first shade, I'm probably going to go in with this lighter golden shade, like right here. 2, 3. Okay, and to do it in my mirror. But I'm going to go in like I did before, just putting it all over the lid as a transition shade. This kind of helps soften up the other colors if they're really intense. So, but if the transition shade is like super light, I would go in with like another layer or so. Like I said, it just depends on how intense you want the look. Okay. Now that that's done, I'm going to go in with I am sorry about, I'm not sick, I just have allergies, so you're going to be hearing me do that a lot in the videos, so sorry if it's bothersome. Can't help it. Next, I'm going to go in, I'm saying shade, sorry. First time doing a makeup tutorial. So I'm going to go in with, okay, this shade right here. As you can see, it's a little bit more intense than the other shade. Okay. I will go in on the outer corner of my lid and like just push it to the other side. Sorry. Alright, another little trick that I do, if you want the makeup look just a little bit more intense, is that I take either some water or whatever face mist I have, You can do it with water too. So what I would usually do is just, oops, that was the wrong way, I'm sorry. Not very good at this the first time, so bear with me here. So I just spray the brush one time. You don't need to spray it a lot, just a little bit to get it a little bit, not wet, just a little bit moist. Okay. Slightly damp, so what I do when I spray the brush, I go in with either like a highlighter or like that golden shade I just showed you. And I just dip it in here. Again, I know this looks weird, but I really can't do a makeup look without a mirror. I just do that all over the lid, and then what that does, it kind of gives it a more like a, not literally a glittery effect, but it kind of gives it more like a shimmer. And you probably can't see it on camera, but in the mirror it has like a nice shimmer effect. So, yeah. And like I said, depending on the colors and stuff that you use, for like the blue silver look, like that blue is not really showing up on camera, so, ow. I'm going in with a little bit of Carnival Candy in the Bite Size Elf shade eyeshadow palette. And I'm going to be using a little bit of this like really pretty like reflective blue. It's almost like a mixture between like a royal blue and a navy blue. Yeah, as you can see here, it's a lot darker than the other shades, so I'm just going to put that on my lid, and right away I can tell it's going to intense up the look quite a bit. And just put it all over the lid as much as you possibly can with your, yeah, you can see here it kind of intensified the look a little bit. So again, what I usually do for my eyeshadow looks, but you guys don't have to do it like I do it. I go with, sorry, I can't talk today. Anyways, I go with a very light transition shade, which was Bermuda. And then I kind of try to intensify it with Nautical, but wasn't quite intense enough, so I use a little bit of this dark blue in the Carnival Candy Elf eyeshadow palette, just to darken it up just a little bit. And then finally, if you want a little bit of shimmer or glitter effect, ouch, I took a little bit of this silver right here and I put it on the outer portion of my lid. Normally I do it on the end, but I think the inner portion looks better. Same thing for what I did for the other eye, which is the e.l.f. palette, Rose Gold Sunset Eyeshadow Palette. Try saying that 5 times fast. I went in with this shade right here. It's more of like a light beige golden color. And then I went in with this more intense golden color. And just to finish off for like a bronzy metallic golden look, I sprayed my brush with either a face mist or water. You don't get it super wet, just damp. And I dipped it into this highlighter right here from Wet n Wild. And it's in the shade, I don't know, because the shade's gone. Oh, sorry, no it isn't. It's in the shade Golden Flower Crown. What I do, or what it does, it just adds that shimmer effect like I told you. So, that's all for today. If you guys want me to do a full face and explain how I do it, be sure to leave a comment. And if the comments are working on my channel, just leave me a comment on my Instagram, which should be somewhere on the info portion of my channel. So, again, thanks for watching. Bye!